No, I left.
Oh, hi everyone. I see Rocksteady saying I'm 3 minutes late. Sorry, Rock. Excuse me for my lateness.
It was me this time. I'll take
it's all Robert's fault. Just kidding, Robert.
No.
Just kidding,
Well.
Robert. Uh-oh. Bubba Morris just said, hey, Nikki B, did you say that you had Verizon? It may be down. Just saying. Are you good, Diamond? You have Verizon too, right?
I do. And I seem to be okay for now. Knock on wood.
I have Verizon as well. I'm good.
We still got 2 hours, Nikki. Not till midnight. 2 hours.
What's happening at midnight?
Maybe that's when the internet will go out.
You guys want to say some hi? Say some hi. I'm getting tired. Say hi to some beautiful people in here. You guys want to take turns?
Sure.
Okay. Let's start from the top of the list here. Who's the first person in here? Yeah, Tennessee Ridge Runner. Hi. Your turn, Believin'.
I'm like got a dark screen. I don't know how far up you are.
Wolfpack 6. I'm at the top. Diamond, you want to go?
But I only
Angel Rose. Hello.
EOT, can you see it?
I'm not all the way at the top, but I see El Griswold and Cluck Bucket.
There you go. Robert's favorite Cluck Bucket.
Yeah. Cluck, you gotta go get Giggy's out of the map.
Hi, Joanne. Willard Hall. Carlene, hi.
Dawn Vance.
I see Joanne. Hey. Mike. Did somebody say? Oh, you already said it. I'm sorry. I'm behind.
Mike Casal. Hi.
Yeah. Carol Z. Hey. Somebody say that.
Wolfpack 6.
Chase Koshny. Hi.
Yeah, I left that for you, Diane.
That's our thank you.
Carol Z and Angel Rose. Hello.
Crazy Cajun Lady says our president had 17 flags on the side of the stage. Boom.
Georgia.
Wow.
Debbie Golden. Hello. Brittany N. Karen Rial. How y'all doing?
Crystal Chatwood. Mary Freeland. Hello.
Someone has an echo.
Mm-hmm.
Is it me?
I don't think so. Bubba Morris, love you. Jan Jagari. Hello.
Sister
My rock, my
Michelle.
salvation. Hello.
Sister Michelle G.
John Dunning.
Rock Steady. Hello.
Angel Bailey.
Jackie's here. Hi, Jackie.
Oh.
Wilma Trevay. Hello.
Is that correct, Kelly K?
Nurse 222. Hello.
Miss Mary Freeland.
Christy Baum. Hello.
Ann Hummer. 2 Blah 1. Hello. Ginger Booth. Hello.
Jan Jaguar. Hello.
Crystal.
Randy Jack 52. Hi. Did we get everybody? B-Dog. B-Dog's in the house.
2 Blah 1. Did we get her?
Yep.
Christy Baum.
Maggie Lass. Hello.
Becky.
Shine Dixie. Hi. What, Robert?
Becky Morris or Becky something. Justice.
Hi, Becky Justice.
Oh,
Chicken Grandma. Hello.
I like that name.
Yeah.
Chicken Grandma.
Did we guys forget 52. Our popular other name, Diamond?
KN. Hello. Who was that?
I'm Hangman. Sister Maria.
Oh, Maria retired.
Hi, B Charming.
Oh,
Tracy Q in the house.
Tracy
Guess who's below
Q.
Maria, Nikki?
What's that?
Guess who's below Maria?
Who?
I'm in a different world.
I can't see it. Yeah, I'm still getting down.
Our other favorite person.
Who?
Don't keep us in suspense, Robert. Tell us.
Is deplorable here?
The Q word. The Q letter.
Tracy Q. Love you, love you.
Sharon Whitmore, Christopher Huda. Hello.
All right, so who wants to start? Did you guys find any fun facts from the Trump rally?
I'll go first.
What's that?
I'll
Go ahead,
first.
Robert.
What number one is? Was it him? And how many hats? And how many hats he had thrown out?
He threw 4 hats out.
Hey, Jan. I thought it was 7, but see, I had it on RSBN and Rumble, like with remote, and the frames changed. And
I know. Wasn't that weird? I only caught 4 hats being thrown.
And the audio changed a couple times too.
Yeah. It was weird. But did you count the hats, Diamond, or no?
No, I did no hat counting.
I counted 7.
I didn't think of counting the hats. I was watching him.
I know what part you were watching, Diamond, taking over Cha-Cha's spot.
Yes, I had to do what Cha-Cha looks at. I was trying to check and see if that was him.
Okay, so Mike
also
says
17 hats.
Oh, okay. Well, see, I only seen 4 come out of his hand, so I must have missed something.
I think.
But Mike Mazda said he counted 19 flags.
All right.
How many did you count, Robert?
I think 17. Oh, I don't know. I lost track. Couldn't count that high. Uh-oh. Shh. Everybody quiet.
Why?
Affordable.
Why we gotta be quiet?
She's loose tonight.
Hi, Vicky Soros and Marilyn Ponomarenko. Sorry, we missed you.
Now, White Life says 17 hats, and they mentioned 17 countries would soon be affected. Interesting.
Well, here's another interesting fact that I noticed, that he said the number 286 3 times. Whatever that might mean.
Now, I heard him say 7 in the beginning a couple times. I don't remember what it's about.
What was up with the Uncle Sam 20 times?
Oh, I don't know who Uncle Sam was. I never saw him in the audience.
You mentioned Uncle Sam.
I
20
saw
times.
I saw what Carrie says right there. Do you see her at 9:56?
Can you just tell me what she said? I don't have times anymore, Rob.
Two
Ever
big
my
air-
upgrade that I'm really mad about?
2 big air cues before left at the door. Yep, I saw that.
Oh, I always forget to look for that.
Well, remote kind of shut it down on us too.
He put his fist up too. He had his fist up there right at the end also. And his thumbs up.
Diamond, do you want to would you mind pulling up a Q drop?
I would love to. You just tell me. Here, let me pull up the thing.
Right
sure.
after she moves.
Right after you mute.
We got Marilyn here.
Poor
What
Diamond.
number?
Hold on. Just give me 1 second. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I just want to make sure my math is correct because I'm doing it by hand.
Yeah.
Diamond, Marilyn saying hi.
Hi, Marilyn.
Oh yeah, my math was right.
Love you.
So it's 858.
Shabbat Shalom, Hebrew Hammer.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shana Tova, if I don't see you. that me?
Oh. Nikki, there's a drop 1872s in chat. Melinda.
Testing.
Robert, why are you what's going on here? Oh, I see.
858.
Yep.
Okay, I just had to make sure I wasn't muted.
Testing one.
And testing 1, 2, 3. 858, March 6, 2018. It says, notice Kim is directly below the sun. He has been granted the light and freed of his binds, no longer a hostage. How did Q know they were going to be in front of that picture this time? Trust the plan.
Didn't Kim Jong-un or whatever just get picked up today?
Wrong country, Nikki B. A little further
Oh.
up and over.
I
Look further
believe
up.
G. Is it G? Are you talking
G
about
got
G?
picked up today.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
tried to find more about that. I couldn't find nothing
Yeah, I know.
No.
None of us could.
with my correct grammar, but I couldn't. I looked in different countries and different papers and nothing.
Huh.
Conservative Cowboy had a link, so we'll have to see. Maybe let me see if I can find it over at his Telegram. Stand by.
Another thing that really caught my attention, you guys, is he said we're wrapping up. In a weird place he put it. We're wrapping up. What does that mean? Wrapping what up there, Mr. T? Got some presents?
Sending your daughter a late Christmas or a birthday present.
Oh, I know what he said when he was talking about sevens, and then he said 7 weeks till the midterms. And he said 7 something else. They're together.
Did you hear him say we're wrapping up? Believe it?
No, I didn't hear that.
I wish I would have clipped it.
I heard it.
I just get sad at the end. He makes me sad.
Wrapping up, Wilma. Wrapping. Like we're wrapping this up.
Yeah.
Like it's over. She thought it meant, I said ramping. Wrapping. What'd you say, believe him?
He makes me sad at the end. I mean, and I find myself asking why when I already know the answer, and I have to keep reminding myself I already know the answer. But still, it just hurts my heart that these people hate this country so much. It just hurts me.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, and plus he was playing like that sad music, and he changed his tone of voice and got really low and serious, and it was sad. Music playing at the end while he finished his speech reminded me of a church altar call. Huh.
So, Nikki, do you want me to address what Faye left me for a comment tonight?
Who left you, Robert?
Faye from where was she from, Diamond?
Diamond's looking something up, I think.
Oh, from Australia or
Hey, McGarry?
Yeah.
Okay. So you want to tell us what she left you for a comment?
That Prince Charles is supposed to be arrested today.
I think their day is ended over there. They're on to the next day. Debbie King said she was crying at the end. I know, it was emotional. He did mention draining the swamp. Yep. He mentions that a lot, though. Just do it already.
All right, Nikki, I've got our Cowboys, conservative Cowboys
sorry.
drops on China. No, that's okay.
I'm over here reading comments.
All right. I don't know if you can see this, but here's conservative cowboy, Jennifer Zhang. Hashtag PLA military vehicles heading to Beijing on September 22nd, starting from Huanlei County near Beijing and ending in the Z city in Hebei province. Entire procession as long as 80 kilometers. Meanwhile, rumor has it that hashtag Xi Jinping is under arrest after hashtag CCP seniors removed him as head of PLA. Something big seems to be going on in China. Mass cancellation of flights, allegedly 6,000 according to some. Epic Times is reporting a 60% cancellation. Major military movements towards Beijing. Rumors coming out of Asia of either house arrest / coup against Xi Jinping. I doubt that. Some saying he's consolidating power. All just before a big CCP meeting confirming his third term. Let's see what happens. And then it just goes into what was up above that I read already.
Diamond, can you look up that reporter? See if she's
Jennifer-
put anything else out.
Jennifer Zhang, Tang. Let's see.
Yeah.
ZENG.
Jennifer Zhang. Okay. Let's see.
Nikki, are you reading the numbers there in chat? Janice R is saying something.
Okay. No, I was listening to Diamond.
Okay. This is her. Inconvenient Truths by Jennifer Zhang. Is Xi Jinping under arrest after military coup? 3 senior anti-Xi officials sentenced to death. In the past few days, an astonishing rumor about Xi Jinping being detained after he went back to China from Central Asia was passed around on the internet. In the meantime, 6 senior anti-Xi CCP officials were given heavy sentences. 3 of them were even sentenced to death. They were once involved in a coup and a hashtag assassination attempt on Xi Jinping. Is there any credibility to the rumor about Xi Jinping being under arrest? And what message does the news of 3 high-ranking officials sentenced to death send to us? Today, let's talk about this. And then she has a thing. So that's the girl. Let me see what she has up here. Anything? She has the same thing that was on Conservative Cowboys. She talks about a pregnant woman forced to give birth on the road for lacking the C test. Okay, so that's that.
Did you kick yourself out, Robert?
The internet went off and I didn't have it plugged in.
Hey, Diamond, I just put this in private chat, but Canadian Patriot says, this is interesting. Uncle Sam in Simple Gematria 88. The Simple Gematria in itself is interesting, but numeric value of Uncle Sam times 20 equals 1760. Look up drop 1760.
Okay,
Something was weird about that Uncle Sam thing. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
I've never heard him talk about Uncle Sam before.
He did mention him in one of his other rallies, maybe not the last one, but the one before it. And
20 times,
but he didn't. No, he didn't talk 20 times.
Somebody's here. It's Ramon.
Hey friends, sorry I'm a little late. I had to walk Choopy and then I decided to go and treat myself to an ice cream, even though I shouldn't, but it will help me. You know what?
Yeah. There you go.
You know what? You know the thing.
It goes through, you know, just saying.
You know the thing.
You know the thing.
The diarrhea.
All right. Yeah, the diarrhea. I got
That's what it would do.
17. I've got 1760 to share with you.
Okay, sorry. Let me move back up.
No, you're good. You're good. Okay. This is post 1760, July 29, 2018. And it says, Michael Avenatti. We know that scumbag person.
Stormy's
This week,
lawyer.
yeah. This week
Who's
promises
lawyer?
to be
Stormy Daniels, the one that
Stormy.
accused Mr. T.
Gotcha.
This week promises to be very interesting. Might want to follow my Insta handle. We don't want to do that. Who's the target in the plane?
Wow. When was this posted?
This was let me go back here. This was July 29th, 2018. And then it says start the clock, a week to remember. Remember is in kill brackets. Think logically. First private, and then in kill brackets it says class -5 and then 6 in brackets. Second public, Blackwater on guard. Evidence kills. These people are stupid.
That's my favorite. These people are stupid.
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 Yep. So that's 17.
Chip, Queerty, I can't ever say that. You know, I'm phonetically impaired. Just keep saying that Sam flight. What is the Sam flight? You know, when you do the planes?
Well, it might be short for surface to air, and I can't say it, but it goes shh.
Yeah. And then isn't SAM also special air mission?
Could be that as well. It's got.
Yeah.
I'll find the abbreviation list on it, and it's also Uncle Sam was a wartime thing.
Yeah.
So I think it was a common that way.
Yeah.
Everybody talk at once.
No, please don't.
We're practicing our muting.
We Diamond did earlier.
Yeah.
Oh, roller. Oh,
There's
Yeah.
tons of them in here.
Yeah, I was just heading over because I could see them. People have already probably bopped them, but I'm my.
Yeah, he got sent packing by El Griswold.
Yo, she's all over.
I already had El
Show
Griswold.
did.
I don't know. She went over me. Girl, I'll let her do it. I'll pay attention to you guys.
Yeah, you got a good crew out there. Just saying.
Rocksteady, I've given up on Hooked on Phonics. I'm just going to talk the way I talk. I don't write the same, but I talk like this. I can't pronounce that.
We love the way you talk too, by the way.
Yeah, we love you, South Carolina.
Becky Justice has President John F. Kennedy called Junior Sam on nicknames. Song was WWG1WGA.
Let me know if you guys see Bubba News in the chat.
Thanks, Wolfpack.
He was in here.
Oh, was he? Where's that sound coming from?
Me typing, sorry.
Oh, no, not that sound. It was like my voice bouncing back.
He's,
yeah.
I don't like hearing myself.
It's not me, but somebody's got YouTube open in the background, maybe. I've got mine. Just mute your sound on YouTube if you have it open, you guys, please.
So I really didn't get much out of this. Did you guys?
No.
I was pretty busy in remote chat.
Yeah, it's hard if you can't concentrate on it completely, but I see that Janice and Believing in South Janice and Canadian Patriot were keeping track and dropping numbers of stuff while they were along. Might not be a bad idea to invite those two up because they'll probably have a list.
Well, we kind of went through everything with what they were saying already. I was writing it down from your
Oh,
chat.
did you? Okay. Yeah, because I
Yeah.
missed the first part. Okay. All right. Yeah. So it wasn't as shocking a night as I was hoping for. You know what I mean?
At the end, I was holding my breath. I'm like, please, God, just let him say the storm is upon us. Please, 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 God, please.
I got something, Nikki. How come we played that video before you started?
Pardon?
Did you see the live video he played
Who played?
at the beginning
Yeah.
before he came out?
Yeah, we caught part of it. Yeah.
Well, speaking of the storm, he played the musical song from the movie The Storm. What was the one that?
Where we go one, we go all.
I don't know if it was that, but I think it was from the White. I think it was from the White Squall.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that is kind of storm, you know. I think we got a storm calm there.
Well, he played that last time too, didn't he, Diamond?
I think that's the music he played on the last one. Yes, I think so.
Where'd Believing go?
You got an echo, Nikki.
Yeah, EOT, you're going to have to mute, or you mute your YouTube or mute your comms. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
My YouTube is muted. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm not sure why your mic's really hot. It's picking up everybody.
Where'd Believing go? She get bounced?
Yep.
Wasn't saying it to be mean or rude or anything. It's just is what it is.
Yeah, it was kind of quiet. No excitement tonight.
No.
But why did he say an hour, a 2 hour, or 3 hour rally? He always says that.
Oh, Amy Vaught says that song is from Phantom of the Opera. What's the name of that song? Do you know, Amy? Could you tell us? And what were you saying, Robert? Sorry, buddy.
No, just why he says an hour rally, a 2 hour rally, or a 3 hour rally.
Does that mean 1, 2, 3, go?
Maybe.
Nikki is Believing backstage, Nikki?
Is she? I'm sorry.
I don't know. I'm just wondering.
And she was cleaning the break room. Yeah, she's there.
Did you clean back there, girl?
Yep. Got all the dust bunnies and everything.
Thank you. Remote left me backstage for about 10 minutes.
I'm sorry, Nikki.
It's okay.
I was
It happens
multitasking.
when you've got all these things open and stuff. It's hard to keep
Nikki,
track. So
that was something good to bring up. Mike Ibbs saying the 1, 2, 3.
Well, that's what I just brought up. Is it 1, 2, 3, go? Go time?
I'll grab it. 1, 2, 3, 2, and see what it's. Well, 1, 2, 3.
Hi, Ingrid. Good to see you. Good night, Rocksteady.
I was going to say, eat your ice cream, remote. I can get it if you want to eat your ice cream.
I already got it. I can eat
Okay.
and surf at the same time, you know.
Multitask.
Hi, Mountain Man. Good to see you.
Man.
You want to come up?
I got a share in there.
Oh, I'm coming. I'm a-coming.
Yeah.
You just got to pat me on the head sometimes.
So that's 1, 2, 3. So we got a Twitter link I'll try that after. So, but let's wait. The swamp runs deep. Sleep ers in S bracket or S in kill brackets. What would the S be? Would that be Satan?
Swamp.
Swamp? Sorrows? Everywhere. Think coats, wheels in motion. That letter.
Huh.
And let's try this and see what comes up. Oh no, nothing. Won't go. I'll try. Oh no, can't copy it either.
That's 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
Oh, because that's a different one than I had. Let me take a look.
And it doesn't even have the chain link on it.
That's interesting. You got a different one, Diamond?
Well, let me double check it.
Yes, I've got a different one. It says 1, 2, 3. It says nothing is random, everything has meaning, and then it's plus, plus, plus. And it was November 6th of 2017.
Oh wait, my bad. Because I had it blown up, that's the only one that came up on the page. But yeah, no, it's. My apologies.
No.
I'm a bad surfer.
Well, don't worry.
Wow, there's a lot of related comms to it too.
Yeah.
Diamond, how are the planes doing tonight?
Yeah.
Robert, I have not looked.
Yeah, nothing random. Everything has meaning. Plus, plus, plus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me look for you, Robert.
Oh, hey, this is really interesting right here. Related post. The CIA has 7 supercomputers, and they are all named after 7 dwarfs from Snow White, Doc, Dopey, Bashful, Grumpy, Sneezy, Sleepy, and Happy. Not good enough for the girls we go with. Or I go with.
I've
Diamond
got
Beach.
66 airplanes, military airplanes up. 66.
Diamond B.
Sorry,
Charming,
Nikki.
Oh no, I was just going to tell you, Be Charming asked you to look at the planes.
Oh.
Yeah, we both said it, Nikki.
Okay. Well, there's 68 up right now.
What about over China?
Let me take a look. There's
Nikki,
over the
do you
U.S.
see-
There's 70. Go ahead.
Nikki, do you see Chip's comment that the storm unit is in command in UK?
No. What's it say? Is that it?
Chip QWERTY.
Yeah.
Chip, can you send us a link or something for that, brother? Where you saw that? That's very interesting. That could well be it, and that makes sense. That because we know that the cesspool is right there. Everybody around the world that's crooked has investments in there. That would be interesting. That's why it would start there, to gather evidence and then nail them all, right?
So Becky Justice says, Aunt Nikki B, it's huge. John F. Kennedy Jr. is Sam. His dad nickname for Junior. The song is Where We Go One Week, Where We Go All.
Oh,
So his dad called him Sam.
I didn't know that.
I didn't either.
Thanks for that heads up. That could be important here.
Well, that might have meant that he's sitting in the front row. If you think about it, because he said right here in the front row, Uncle Sam.
Oh, wow.
Who was in the Uncle Sam costume?
They didn't show anybody. But she's saying that Junior's nickname was Sam.
Well, I'm wondering if that was him, maybe. That was a call saying, 20 times is a lot.
Yep.
Nikki, do you see Chip's comment there?
Which one, Robert? Mr. Poole, 9/22/22, 11:46 a.m. on Sam. Can anybody get to Mr. Poole?
No,
from yesterday on Telegram?
I'm not on Telegram, so that's not mine.
He does all those riddles, doesn't he? Mr. Poole?
Are you talking about Tim Pool?
No, Mr. Poole on Telegram. He like
Okay.
talks in riddles.
Yeah, he does the riddles, yeah, and the pictures and all that.
Okay.
Nikki, EOT posted a bunch of 4 posts from Canadian Patriot that she wanted us to look at. So here's the first one.
And she's great at doing those digs and keeping track of numbers and stuff in those rallies. For
Yep, 7:31 was February 11th, 2018. Timestamp at Snowden, truth to power, drop truth to power, learn. And then you will cease to exist, timestamp, learn. And then coincidence, truth to power, coincidence, Barlow, learn. What if Snowden was still a clown? Why would it be important he was in Russia? Learn. So that's 7:31. She asked for 7:33. Here's 7:33, February 11th, 2018. United Airlines to Guantanamo Bay. What airline check-in counter at PVG? And then in kill brackets, T2, which I think must be Terminal 2, is located at, and then in kill brackets, it's the capital E. What is the location of, in kill brackets, the capital E? In kill brackets, pick posted other board. Why is this relevant? And then the next one is 917. 917 was posted March 10th, 2018. It says, just because I'm a parent, Q, are all operatives safe and healthy? Are all operators safe and healthy? Praying every day. We appreciate all of the prayers. We really do. Thank you for God and country. And then in parentheses, end world. And then the last one is 920. $920 was posted March 10th, 2018. It's a DJT Twitter tweet. North Korea has not conducted a missile test since November 28, 2017, and has promised not to do so through our meetings. I believe they will honor that commitment. And then it says, I swear Trump is killing me here. Ha ha. He keeps putting out clues. He has already talked to Kim. You are learning how many coincidences before it becomes mathematically impossible. Wait until you learn who has been talking to you here. Another coincidence at Snowden tweets after the 24 Twitter requirement. Public view, you have more than you know. And those were those.
Oh, and B Charming said that there's always somebody dressed like Uncle Sam at his rallies. So maybe that's not a new thing, but I don't remember him referencing him.
Remote, you were thinking. I'm sorry, I believe it.
No, I was just saying I remember him talking about the wall guy that dresses in the brick suit.
Interesting. I was searching Sam and Pence, and I found a Sam Pence. I wonder.
Oh.
John Dunning dropped a Sam link.
Well, did he? Okay. I'll find it. Oh, there we go. Thanks, John. You're the man. Oh, interesting. Okay, so this is another thing, much like you have that thing you talk to when you have Facebook or what? I don't know what she's on. Remember Siri and the other one?
Alexa.
Alexa, yeah. This is just like that, and it's called SAM, Next Generation Growth. SAM AI helps build a target client community to engage and influence decision makers. Well, here, I'll share it with you just while I'm reading it. Thanks, John. That's excellent. I was looking too. I got a share in there for you, Nick.
Hang on 1 second, please.
Okay.
I'm on a different screen. I'll be right back.
Yeah, you're multitasking. I know what it's like when you're trying to run a show.
I'll be right with you.
I was actually kind of glad that you asked to come on over here because I was getting burnt well, and I don't think I was doing that well from getting that exposure earlier either. So.
Okay, here I come.
Tuckered out.
I just emailed. Oh, no, this is a different one. I emailed you something else that he dropped, or Chip did.
Okay.
Remote.
Okay, so this is Sam. Interesting. The mountains. Just saying. Sam AI helps build a target client community to engage and influence decision makers. Sam's proprietary AI automation and 7 software suite delivers revenue-driven results unmatched by any system in the market. And didn't we just read something about the 7 dwarfs being supercomputers? That 7 number makes me wonder. Generate referrals and warm intros 16 times better than cold outreach. Build trust with target clients and generate high-quality deal pipeline. Improve closing by 67% with frictionless sales and marketing. And then look at who is involved in this, folks. These aren't small companies. I mean, IBM. Look. Oh, and didn't the team, that number/letter team, talk about the keys a lot? Those 3 keys, and UBS has been mentioned numerous times in the drops. There's other ones I don't know about. This is Instagram. So I think that these might all be, and there's 7 there too. These might all be CIA covers or C underscores. Just saying.
Hi, Robin Ward. Thanks for coming. It's interesting, remote. Adding Mountain Man to the stream. Hi, Mountain Man. How are ya?
Hi, how y'all doing? I hope you can hear me good.
We can hear you just fine.
5 by 5.
Oh,
brother.
Great. Well, we watched another rally. I've been listening to y'all, and I heard the fellow ask about the name of that opera. Do you remember making that, asking that question? The name of the opera that was playing?
Yeah.
Phantom of the Opera, yep.
No, the name of the opera that was playing just before Trump came to speak.
Oh, I didn't catch that part.
Oh, I usually there's YMCA and songs like that people are familiar with. I was watching Right Side Broadcasting. I heard an aria playing in the background, and somebody on Right Side Broadcasting said, "Oh, the crowd's booing," and they were looking around, and Trump hadn't come out yet. And then they said, "Oh, it's because they're playing opera. They don't like they rather have something like the YMCA playing." And I started listening real close, and what they were playing, and Nikki, you probably heard me play it on my show. At the end, Nessun Dorma.
Oh, yeah. You play it all the time.
Yes. And my father used to play that song on he had a Steinway grand piano. And I thought it was unusual that he would play it that close to coming out on stage. And the audience, they're younger people. They don't, realize the classical music, and they were booing. And it, Nikki, you probably know how I've stuck up for that song.
You
and
have.
so that kind of miffed me a little bit, but it was unusual that they played it so close to Trump coming out, even though the crowd didn't understand it. That is what Trump played after he had Clarence Thomas swear in Amy Coney Barrett at his second convention, which was held at the White House.
I was
He
just going
played
to ask
Nessun
that.
Dorma.
That was the same song, right?
Yes, Nessun Dorma. And I tell my listeners, I said the homework assignment is to find out the last three words of the aria, which is repeated three times. And at the end, it's said, it's sang very operatically and, by the gentleman that was singing the song. Nikki, did you ever look it up?
I failed my homework assignment. I'm sorry.
Mountain Man, you give her homework too, huh?
No. I just told the viewers. I was playing the song. I've done 100 and maybe 140 videos. I've played it probably, I don't know, a dozen times. And a couple of times I'll give a story behind it. And I remember when Trump was having his nominating convention, I remember he played that as the final song. And
so what's the last three words, Mountain Man? Will you tell my viewers? Please.
I got it. I got it.
Oh,
Yep.
Remote's got it. Remote's done his homework.
Yeah, I just did it.
I got it. I got it too.
Oh,
Nessun
you guys are
Dorma.
really showing me up, aren't you?
None shall sleep.
None shall sleep.
No, that's one of the words.
No, I win. I win at dawn. I will win. I will win. Is that right?
Exactly right.
Yay!
There you go again. Diamond wins. Diamond wins again.
He wins the
Diamond's the
keepy
best
prize.
student.
Although I thought the none shall sleep was interesting too, because haven't they told us they will not be able to sleep at night?
Yes.
Well,
No sleep.
it's a love aria. It's about a young man who's down in a courtyard looking up at a window where he knows his beloved is sleeping, and he's saying that the dawn will bring him victory. He's going to win her heart. So there's a lot to the song, but it's a song of triumph. He's going to triumph over the darkness, and he's going to win in the night. And Dorma means sleep. So anyway, my father used to sing that song. He sang classical music. And in one of my broadcasts, I was talking about how he was accepted at the Metropolitan Opera, and he had to decline because my first brother came along, and he couldn't travel with the Met, but he was a tenor, and that was one of his favorite arias. And I knew at the time when Trump was doing his Republican convention at the White House, you'll have to remember he was doing that mask nonsense, and the Democrats did the goofy convention, with their little Satan worship and symbolism and transgender symbolism and faking views on the thing. But when the reality was they wouldn't have had a crowd worth of, hoot, and it just been a circus show if people showed up anyway. So, but you remember they were not letting people rent venues because of that stuff. They weren't.
Yeah.
They were demanding people wear masks, and so Trump said, "The hell with it. I'll do it at the White House. They can't tell me what to do at the White House." So that's where he accepted the Republican nomination. But the big thing among the big things there was where he had televised Clarence Thomas give the oath of office to Amy Coney Barrett. And of course, this is televised all around the world. Who's supposed to give the oath of office is John Roberts as the Chief Justice. But he chose Clarence Thomas, which was a rebuke, public rebuke of Roberts. Or Roberts gave her the oath later in private. But what Trump chose to show the world was he was pointing to Clarence Thomas. Here's the new Supreme Court Chief Justice in his book. So with that and the repeating of the song tonight, so close to coming into the speech, he's saying, "I will win. I will win."
Right. Did you watch? So you watched tonight, huh, Mountain?
Oh, yes, I did. I tell you, I did a live stream last night. Nikki was with me, and I mentioned those attorneys and that sheriff and people like them using law for personal purposes or political purposes. And tonight, one of the things he said, he was very strong about it. He said that people like that, like her, well, he called her a disgusting human being, Letitia James. I mean, that's words from the 45th president of the United States. That's going to go down in history.
Oh, yeah.
So, who's ever been called a disgusting human being? And he also said that he needed to be banished from practicing law, among others. Her and many others need to be just gotten out of the practice. And that's what I've said before, that the legal profession, there's so many pillars of our system that are infested that you just got to be totally given an enema and cleaned out.
That's true. And, do you know, at one time, lawyers were not allowed to run for political seats?
Well, I have a friend who's an attorney, and a lot of us do. But I've got a lot of friends that are attorneys, and one in particular. I told him, I said, "Look, attorneys are officers of the court." Yes, that's true. And I said, that's a special relationship that I don't have, and every other Joe Schmo walking on the street doesn't have. They're officers of the court. And I said, being that, they have no business holding a Senate seat or a House seat, because that is a conflict between the judicial branch and the legislative branch. They're supposed to be separate but equal. And he said, I took political science for over 10 years. He said, that's one of the most compelling statements I've ever heard. I said, well, compelling because it's true. And I said, so what the hell are we doing with the situation? We got lawyers running the judicial system. We got lawyers running the legislative branch. And half the time we got lawyers in the presidency. And that's when I repeated George Carlin. You guys got a big club, and I ain't in it.
Yep.
And I don't have any anger or animus toward this fellow. He's a very, very good, dear friend of mine. But it certainly made him think about how our system is being manipulated. Of course, we can all go into the Bar Association, the British Accreditation Registry, so we're dancing somebody's tune. And Trump, that's one of the first things he brought up, was that a lot of these attorneys, and I pointed out that Panda Man attorney in one of my past videos, I'll have to play that again. He had a picture of a panda on the wall behind him. He testified at J6 committee. He's a lawyer, and I predict. I think what I'll do is live stream on who I think is going to, at the very least, disbarred or disbarred from holding office again or holding a law license again. And the high profile ones.
You know, deplorable
Andrew
chicken
Weiss.
head had oh,
It's okay. What was that?
oh, sorry. I was going to say, deplorable chicken head had a good question in the chat.
Okay.
She asked, do we even need, this is to all panel, do we even need a Supreme Court? Because they don't pass judgment. They just have opinions, right?
Oh boy, I can tell you this: the Supreme Court right now is our lifeboat, and I would live streams go by so quick, and there's so much to go over. But I can tell you, everything they're doing to Donald Trump in these court cases, every single thing, is going to end up on Clarence Thomas's desk.
Right.
And every time Trump ends up in a legal conflict, he said it at another rally. They say they go after us, we appeal. We lose that appeal, we appeal again, and we appeal to the Supreme Court, and then we win. He says it's the same broken record, and what 9-10 times that's happened, and it's going to happen with this situation too. The way they present these cases and videos about Trump's stuff being searched, the Mar-a-Lago thing, every ruling that comes down is a disaster for Trump, and I love seeing that because I can remember when I was saying, this is it. We're gonna get them. This is it. We're gonna get them, and it wears you out.
Well, after this is all said and done, though, do we actually need a Supreme Court?
We're gonna need it. We're gonna need it. If it wasn't for a Supreme Court, Donald Trump would be in jail right now.
No, I mean after it's all said and done, we get this all cleaned up, starting over. Do we need a Supreme Court?
Yes.
Yeah, we need our three branches of government. I think
Right.
we're going to go back to, if that flag meant anything that people were talking about from the prior rally, really I think the stars got blocked out by a curtain in the back. But if it meant anything, I went over it last night for some of y'all who stuck with me. A black flag, it wasn't black. It had stars and stripes, red and white. And if it meant anything, 13 colonies, original Constitution, we're going back to 1776 law, and that we're not going to give up. Okay. So, yes, we definitely need a Supreme Court. Can you imagine having nothing but a bunch of legislators and crooked politicians with nobody to hold them back?
No, I couldn't imagine that. But I do think, and I don't know how you guys feel, but I feel like we need smaller government, though. The government's too big.
Oh, sure. I mean, I think the Supreme Court's good in the number of justices, 9 justices. I mean, if it takes more than 9 people to figure out what the kind of law we have, there's something wrong with the law.
Go ahead, Diamond.
Okay. I agree that we would need this. I would like to see the Supreme Court stay. It keeps the courts honest, or supposed to be honest when all is said and done. I've got to go get my granddaughter to bed. But what I wanted to say before I leave is an interesting fact, and somebody reminded me in the chat because I was watching the same thing. Trump and Elton John ended at the same time. And Elton John's last song was I'm Still Standing.
Oh, yeah.
So Interesting fact.
That's a really interesting fact. Thank you for sharing.
Okay, you're welcome. And good night, everybody.
Good
Good night,
night,
Diamond.
Diamond.
Diamond, love you.
Love you too.
Love you, Diamond. See you tomorrow.
So I didn't switch on the chats because I screw up my screen. Let me see if I do something wrong, I'll come back in.
Okay.
But I do want to respond to people. I don't want to act like a snoot.
It's okay. I'm reading for you.
Oh, okay.
Robert says good
I'm
night to
checking it.
everybody. He didn't want to interrupt anybody. Robert jumped down.
Oh, okay. I've got. Let me go over. Before I go over to comments, this is different than what I have.
Yeah, you're on
Okay.
StreamYard.
Now I'm on StreamYard. Okay, so you guys can hear me. I'm gonna try to see if I can keep. If there are any questions, I guess I can see them. If I miss something you want me to answer, I'll answer it. But I did want to point out that he played that song. That's the first time I've heard that close to Donald Trump coming out on stage. And I think that Republican convention was historic because it showed a reconstitution of the justices under Trump.
I just want to address Cindy Fuller Stevens in the chat. Diamond watched it live on YouTube, I think. She's gone now, but I think she was watching it on YouTube, on PBS or something. Okay, so Deplorable Chicken Hen says, I don't agree about having a Supreme Court. They don't make law at all, and the courts don't have to recognize their opinions if the judge chooses not to recognize it. So what are they for?
Well, what the Supreme Court is supposed to do is to interpret disputes in the law. They're not, she's exactly right. They have no business speaking law. And I think it was Marshall, John Marshall, that started where a decision actually made law rather than interpret law. So there's the speed bump is this business when they is unconstitutional or constitutional, like Roe v. Wade. Wasn't
Oh man, you're breaking up really bad.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Roe v. Wade is a good example. It created a right that did not exist, the right to an abortion nationwide. So, is my signal getting a little bit better?
A little bit.
Okay, I just saw in the chats they're supposed to uphold the Constitution, and that's exactly right. Oh, I see what's going on here. I had some plugged in that was staticky, but anyway, when the court gets into creating laws like with Roe v. Wade, that's when we start having problems. So all that stuff, a lot of the major changes that it has caused upheaval in our financial system and our society was after they ousted Richard Nixon. If you'll notice, a lot of the major issues we're dealing with, petrodollar, getting away from gold, Roe v. Wade, the business of the government getting financially involved with businesses, like when Chrysler borrowed money from us, from the government under Carter. All these things happened almost immediately after Nixon was ousted.
I'm going to read something real quick that's in the chat here. That's a comment, though, but it's from Conservative Cowboy. Remote, are you still here?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Conservative Cowboy says it's almost time. Looks like the government have already heard about me. That means that they'll be hearing from me sooner than you think. Be ready. Then he's got 100922. Mr. Q will be everywhere when I... Hold on. There's another one here somewhere. when I drop all the evidence, believe me. What do you think that's all about?
Well, I noticed
I'm
you
always
guys were
suspicious when someone doesn't use the right grammar.
Yes.
Well, I noticed you all were pulling Q drops up, and that's good. That's good, because going back to them, that's kind of like a research postings for us to go refer back to, and D class.
Oh, Cindy Fuller Stevens is saying Q will divulge his identity.
Well, I think we know who he is. Well, we know who Q plus is.
Yes.
Now, who Q really is,
Q plus at Mr. T.
Q plus is Mr. T. Yeah.
And then who do you think Q is?
I think if I had to venture a guess,
Yeah.
I'm thinking two people could be at least could pick from would be Cash Patel would be one, and the other would be Dan Scavino.
Who was the first person you said?
Cash Patel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Scavino's in on it too.
Yeah, I think Q is probably a team of guys. They get information, and I'm leery now repeating stuff that I've thought was gospel for a long time, because I was watching this stuff back when it first started, and just the other night I mentioned that I used to go around and say, the first arrest will shock the world. The first arrest will shock the world. Do you remember saying that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, when I was doing some research to do my broadcast last night, I put up some posts, if you all maybe saw it, the only way. Well, while I was at it, I said, well, I'm going to look this up about shock the world and first arrests. I couldn't find that sentence anywhere. And that's even more made me leery of what I call now these gurus. They will say something. I'm not talking about anybody in particular right now in the chats or in the board, I guess we'll say, of hosts or whatever we are, guests. I'm not talking about anybody. I'm talking about over the last 5 flipping years, I've listened to so many so-called experts. A lot of them I still listen to because they mean well and they will write a lot. But somewhere along the line, somebody got that phrase in there and it never got posted by Q that I can find.
What you got here, remote you're sharing?
Well, I pulled up that number that conservative dropped there regarding Q, and what should it bring up? But the tints of this hex color go from dark to light.
Look at that.
Yeah, dark to light's big.
Yep.
Wow, look at that.
So that refers to that hex color. And then I look down here and I'm like, oh my goodness, you guys got to see that.
Wow, that's cool.
I got to get back on screen so I can see it. I'm trying to figure this. It's hard to keep up with the chats and stuff. Okay. All right. Oh, I see. Yeah.
Dark to light, right? That's a very, very interesting. I like that.
Me too. That was good.
That's what I pulled up when I looked up the only way. Because we always say the military is the only way. The military is the only way. Well, that was posted in October or November of 2017. After that, and I said last night, I said I found 17 posts. If you key in the words "only way," you can try it right now. I don't have that ability, but with my phone.
Where do you
But
want that pulled up, Mountain Man?
if you
the
put in
keyboard?
if you put in only way, you'll get 17 posts
In the queues? Okay.
in the
Hey,
queue
when
system.
you're done with that remote, they were asking how many squares were from dark to light.
Oh, darn it. Now I got to pull
It's
that up
okay.
again. I'll go
It's all
back. I'll get it. Just
Yeah.
story only way, was it?
Yeah. Only way. Just for those two words, only way.
Okay, I'm sharing again.
Oh, I'm coming.
Yeah, well, we're seeing the Punisher being one of them.
Yeah. Yeah. There's, there, but the only one that says the military is the only way is the very first one from 17. After that, only way refers to transparency, refers to prosecutions, refers to the light, people being informed. That's the only way, is to get rid of the false media and to awaken the public. Transparency. If you read where it says around the red letters only way, you'll see this exactly what I'm talking about.
Yep. The only way to restore faith is through transparency and accountability. The only way to restore faith, and there it repeats that way. Yep. Oh, and here, transparency and accountability is the only way to save the republic. It's the only way. Only way forward. Yeah.
My point was that for years, I have said, and many, many, many others saying, the military is the only way. The military is the only way. From that first time it was mentioned. But now that I've matured and tried to look at the posts in a more analytical way without over an analysis, I looked up and that's what I found. 17 posts basically saying that the military is going to be used to cut the lights on. I'll put it that way. And that
Your alarm's going off.
we're the ones who are going to deal out justice.
Whose alarm is that?
Mountain Man, I think it's time to wake up. Your alarm's going off.
Gosh, you guys can hear that?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Time to get out my. Time to open up my coffin and get out, walk around.
Time to make the
But
donut.
anyway, isn't that interesting, though? I'm what I did was an analysis of how I have molded my own mind in the past, where I would just parrot one example of the only way, when I just found out 72 hours ago that there was all those other references to the only way. Now, there's one other post that you have in that collection that says, in parentheses, underneath it's the only way, it says except one. Oh
my gosh, sorry to interrupt you there, Mountain Man, but I went back, opened that photo up of the hex code for 10092, and the shades are 11 in number, and the tints are 11 in number. It's 1111.
Look at that. Good call. I forgot who asked for you to. Oh, was it Susie Snethead? I forgot who asked.
I think it was Sue's asked. Yeah, it's 1111. Think about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's interesting.
Let's go back to the drops and look up 1111.
The trolls are out tonight.
Yep. Well, they don't like what we're doing.
On your way out.
Yeah. Bye-bye. Boy, so what do we get for 1111? Well, lots.
If you're looking up a post number, you have to put the hashtag in and then the number, or you'll get everything under the sun.
Yeah, I forgot that. But okay, so just 11 is, there we go, military intelligence versus the underscore or friggin' big idiots underscore A and the NSA. No approval or congressional oversight. State
That is
secrets upheld under the Supreme Court. Who is the commander and the chief of the military? Under what article can the president impose military intelligence to take over the investigations for the three-letter agencies? What conditions must present itself? Why is this so very important? Who surrounds POTUS? They lost this very important power, the one area of the government not corrupt and directly serves POTUS.
I went over that post number 11 was the first post I ever went over in my broadcasts. And a week later, number 11, a week later, Trump reposted it on Truth Social. And it's the first time he ever posted a Q post.
Wow.
And I covered it. The only Q post I covered on my broadcasts was 11. And I got on there. I said, now listen, folks, now I'm not kidding around. I covered this, and a week later, Trump puts it up. It's the first one he covered. I knew it was important, number one, because it's a very, very early post. There's almost 5,000 posts. This is the 11th one. And it's the first time the military's intelligence is referenced. And that's when I went over the Insurrection Act and what needs to occur for military intelligence to take over the CIA and the FBI. And it's all put there in post number 11.
And there you go. 11 and 11 is 22. And what does that say? It's, again, speaking to exactly what you were talking about the military is the only answer.
Right. Right.
Who controls the National Guard? Why was the National Guard recently activated in select cities within the U.S.? Can the National Guard work in coordination with the Marines? Do conditions need to be satisfied to authorize? What former president used the military to save the Republic, and what occurred exactly? Biggest drop to ever be provided on poll, study and prepare. The masses tend to panic in such situations. No war. No civil unrest, clean and swift. Amen.
Clean and swift. Yep. Clean, swift. Those early posts set out the roadmap, and people were saying, well, how we know this stuff is true, you're saying? They said future proves past. And what's happening right now proves those past posts, even though it's taken 5 years. And as I mentioned in prior broadcasts, the Revolutionary War was 7 years. And that's when bullets started flying. The battle was started before that, with the Boston Tea Party and Crispus Attucks getting murdered. But the actual war was about 7 years. And we're in a war now.
Are you on the YouTube side? Can you grab that John Dunning thing?
I've already got it.
Oh, good.
I was just going to ask you if I could share it. I just want to check the bottom of chat, see if I missed anything else. I'll grab it while I'm in there so I can see it, and then I'll share that with you. Yeah. John Dunning speaking to the AI again. Oh, he's dropped 2. Yes. Oh, I think it's the same one you dropped. The old Majestic. That's a Majestic 12 drop. Okay, let me get that while I'm in here. And I'll share both right away here. Thank you, John, for being the dude you are. We love you, brother.
Thank you for being the dude you are, Remote.
Well, thank you for letting me be a dude on your Dudette channel.
I'd like to do that away.
Okay, so I'm going to share this. And It was the same drop. He dropped twice.
Okay.
This is important, though, because what are they trying to do to us right now, folks? All about the AI and turning us into the Internet of Things, making us humans controllable and patentable and completely under the thumb of the system, the beast system, correct?
Correct.
So here we have artificial intelligence for the American people. These are the headers on it. Executive order on AI. So we're going to have to look at that. And they're all down below here. AI for the American innovation, AI for American industry, AI for the American worker, and AI with American values. I don't think there will be any American values left at that point. The age of artificial intelligence, AI, has arrived. It is transforming everything from healthcare to transportation to manufacturing. America has long been the global leader in this new era of AI and is poised to maintain this leadership going forward because of our strong innovation and innovation ecosystem. What does Trump say here? Continued American leadership in artificial intelligence is of paramount importance to maintaining the economic and national security of the United States. So here's the executive order. The Trump administration is committed to strengthening American leadership in artificial intelligence, recognizing the strategic importance of AI to the nation's future economy and security. The Trump administration established American AI Initiative via Executive Order 13859 in February 2019. This initiative identified 5 key lines of effort, including increasing AI research investment, unleashing federal AI computing and data resources, setting AI technical standards, building America's AI workforce, and engaging with international allies. These lines of effort were codified into law as part of the National AI Initiative Act in 2020. So we could probably read a lot, but that concerns me. But on the other hand, if the rest of the world's going this way, you have to be competitive, right? But I'm not a big fan of the beast system, just saying.
No.
Key agencies, look at that. Space Force. Oh, that's NASA, but I'll bet you Space Force is on the list here. No? Oh, it didn't exist at that time.
Oh, that's right.
But I'll bet Space Force is the enforcement area of that. Yeah. There's huge. Oh, and there we go. Supercomputers right there, folks. That is the Summit Supercomputer at Oak Ridge National Laboratory. Yeah, I don't know. It concerns me. Unmanned aircraft systems. Wow. Autonomous vehicles. Healthcare. We know how much that healthcare has been helping us lately, just saying. Financial services. Yep. If you don't go along with your social credit plan, we'll just close your bank account. This is where this is all angling, I think. National security and defense. STEM education. Co-STEM. What the heck?
That's interesting. My daughter had STEM in school.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
What does it stand for, STEM?
I wish she was home. I would ask her. I forget. Jim, do you remember? Jim? Hold on. Jim? Do you remember what STEM stands for in school?
Reminds me of stem cells.
Remote?
Yep.
Science, technology, education, mathematics. What? Oh, engineering, mathematics.
Yeah.
Science, technology, engineering, mathematics.
Okay, well, they forgot about reading. Like the 3 R's were reading, writing, and arithmetic. So
Right.
So they left out reading and writing. It's just that's an important thing. I think because they're thinking, well, the computers are going to do it all for you anyway, right?
Right, exactly.
Okay, well, that's interesting. Thank you for that, John. I'm going to have to look at that more.
I wonder how many people under the age of 20 can write in script.
Oh, you mean
No.
cursive?
Cursive,
No.
yeah.
Well,
Not
you know, I got a funny story about cursive. Hang on one second. They went to Bora Bora for dinner, Jim. I asked my son one time, I said, you have to sign your name on this. I need your signature. And so he started to print, and I said, no, you need to do it in cursive. And he goes, I don't know how to do that. I had to teach him how to write in cursive.
Well, he's not the only one. And I saw a video where kids looking at a clock with their hands. They couldn't read. They couldn't tell you the time.
I saw that too. That was frightening.
I have a couple of those clocks in my home now, and my kids can read them. I did it purposely.
How many you think have sat down and read a book?
What?
When I was a kid, you held on to your book like it was, hey, that's my book.
That was our entertainment system back in the day, wasn't it, Mountain Man?
Don't be messing with my book.
Exactly. Yeah.
Books are Mad magazines, right?
Yeah.
Cracked magazine, Mad magazine.
Yep. Spy versus Spy, which is interesting now, thinking about that.
Well, I tell you, we've this battle, if we don't screw up, has already been won. It's just a matter of how to reinstitute constitutional law with as little harm to the people as possible.
Remote Harrells is here. Should I ask him when his birthday is?
Unless they've got something hidden away that they can.
You ask him if he sharpened up his elbow, because I got one saved up for him.
Hey, Harrells, when's your birthday?
Go, hey, Charles.
Hey. Harrells, don't listen to Remote. It's fine. It's just between me and you. Love you, Harrells.
Well, that's a weird thing. If you really knew my birthday, you'd be going, oh, wait, are you that guy?
I just want the month and the day. I don't want the year.
Conservative Cowboys asking for. Okay.
You're really skipping over that, aren't you, Remote?
Yeah. What birthday? I don't know what you're talking about. Squirrel. Nothing to see here. Conservative Cowboy, there will be no 339-583. Could you revise that number and send it? Are you talking about?
I still love reading books, Debbie King.
Georgia pointed out that the Constitution's written in cursive, and they've done us such a disservice. She's right, because all these kids under 20 that couldn't even read the Constitution if they had to.
Yeah, it's true.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Chip Quirty, chip off the old block. Happy birthday to you and many more.
Happy birthday, Chip.
Are you 39 again? Like Jack Benny?
Are you two?
Like Jack Benny used to say. Jack Benny was at 39 for 10 years.
Long time, yep.
Conservative Cowboy wants you to try 725 Remote.
I'm already getting it. But you're good. You're good, girl. Just saying.
You know.
We've been hanging out with good company, though.
Right. I watch chat all day.
You learned up real good. Oh. 725. Look.
Look
Oh,
at that.
hey. When you're having concentration camps, when summer camps, not as fun as it used to be. Hilarious and yet disturbing in no small measure that the media's hatred of Pence and the DJT administration has compelled the corrupt media to side with slavery, death camps, human T-word, narcotics, illegal arms, and trading. Just saying. And then Michael Moore, yeah, well, what a doodlehead. I just loved the whole F Trump opening it to the Olympics last night, from all Koreans coming in together under one blue flag of peace, to Pence and mother forced to sit in front of Kim's sister, to the popular Korean singers joining together to sing John Lennon's Imagine. Boom.
Boom. Yeah. Boom.
Yeah.
That's where they're systematically destroying our culture.
Absolutely.
What and what's the date on that?
2/10/18. So November, or sorry,
February.
Is it February 10th, 2018. And North Korea is winning the Olympics, and it's not because of sports. Yeah. And who put that out? These C_A news network.
Yeah.
And Kim Jong-un's sister is stealing the show at the Winter Olympics, and yet something not right about this head is doesn't look right here.
It looks reptilian.
Yeah, not a wholesome, healthy human being. Just saying. Mesmerizing spectacle of North Korea's army of beauties at the Winter Olympics. Yeah. NBC Olympics. Yeah, there's another MSM holdover. We got a lot of house cleaning to do, folks. Wall Street Journal. I mean, this is just pointing to all the leftist rags, isn't it? North Korea is a C_A black site. Yep, indeed. Operation Mockingbird is a C_A media model or medial control. Absolutely. Who's the media right now in glorifying North Korea to spite the Trump admin? Time to take the offensive. Let's start taking names of all the journalists that propagate North Korea. Let's not let them hide behind the banners anymore. Let's play Hunt the Spook. Ask yourself, why is North Korea participating in the Olympic Games this year? Ask yourself, why is the sister with Pence? Yeah, exactly. Ask yourself, if controlled, how might you protect yourself and look for a way out? Ask yourself, what is a distraction? Ask yourself, why did Korea come together as a country versus North and South? Ask yourself, what occurred in Asia, reference pics just prior to the Olympic Games? Ask yourself, what does freed mean? Ask yourself, do we want a war? Ask yourself, who's trying to start a war? Ask yourself, if a missile was launched by rogue actors, what would be the purpose? And we remember what happened to something came out of the waters near Washington State, causing Air Force One to do quick maneuvers. Remember?
That was a missile attack. I showed that post too, where they had an actual photograph of the missile going up in the air.
Correct.
What they're looking for, among many other things, but what the raid on Mar-a-Lago was for was the texts that Robert Mueller thought he erased from the FBI guys, because if you look up the word assassinate or assassination in the Q drops, you'll see an early post that says, what if those texts discuss assassinating or harming the president and or a member of his family?
And Pence was in on that.
No. They're referencing the Kim Jong-un's sister being close to Pence, because they said, you read through that stuff very quick, and the questions they're asking, you have to kind of cogitate on, because she's next to Pence for protection.
From who?
Of course.
from whoever's trying to kill her and her brother. Trump gave Kim safety, and he started playing ball with Trump. Because you show the picture, well, you just have to go through there and think about it. Pence is not what you think. If Pence had overturned the election with the electoral votes or sent the electoral votes back to the states, this whole project of uncovering all the traitors would have been set back months, if not years, and we'd have had violence in the streets. That's what this Q operation is about, avoiding.
I can understand that point of view if that's the case. And they're sort of made him appear to be a traitor to the country all through this in order for that to wash.
What makes a good actor? I mean, what makes a good movie? Good actors.
Yeah.
They're trying to get them corralled and trapped in the shortest way possible. But like I wanted to say in my last broadcast, if you see 2 or 3 roaches on the counter, there's 1,000 behind the wall. People want to get their shoe off and smack the 3 roaches on the counter and get on with life. Well, guess what? While you're sleeping, they're going to be all over your kitchen. And this is getting all the roaches out with bait. Bait them out, get them out, and then we'll take care of all the roaches. And they're everywhere. They're even in the National Archives.
And they're multiplying.
Oh, their support structure is being decimated.
Yeah. But they were multiplying like roaches for a long time, yes.
At least half a century.
Yeah.
So in Julie Green, Robert's saying down here, God's word talks about Pence and Julie Green's prophecy yesterday or the day before. God is using Pence. But I thought Pence was a pedophile. I'm confused.
Well, yeah, that's stuff. That's Pence's. I take umbrage with that assertion about Pence. And we also have to remember there's groups like the Lincoln Project that are wolves in sheep's clothing, and they're constantly trying to cook up stuff and throw it in the mix where people grab it and run with it. Just like I grabbed and ran with the first arrest will shock the world. You can't find that in the Q posts. You can't. But I would have swore a week ago that was in the Q posts. So deceit is the name of their game. And smears and slanders.
Believin says, I thought the sister was mean as a snake. You know, surrender is not a word in the Korean language. According to my BFF's Korean mother, a lady you dare not to tick off.
Well, it was in her language because they've been playing ball with Trump.
I'm just reading the comments, that's all. I don't know. All this time I thought Pence is a pedo.
How come I can't find Nikki B's? I lost your chat and then I can't find it again.
On the YouTube side or on the StreamYard side?
YouTube. I'm in StreamYard. Can you just somebody throw the link in private chat there so I can just grab it, please? For some reason, I can't get it.
You want me to give you the...
Why. I know why, because I'm in Gorilla Prey and not remote. There we go. I'll find it.
Wrong tab.
I
was like, wait, what?
You're talking about Willis.
What you talking about? Well, EOT, you're really quiet up there. Are you still with us?
It happens sometimes.
Sometimes. You've been quiet for an hour and a half.
Just listening and chatting and watching.
I'll tell you, some of this stuff is like a Scooby-Doo cartoon. You sit there and wait to get the mask pulled off and see what you're dealing with.
Did I not just say that yesterday, Remote?
Did
Yep.
you?
I swear to God, I said that yesterday.
I was having deja vu there.
I know, right? I was waiting for you to look at me like, what?
But you know,
That's what it feels like.
sometimes people are playing along with Patriots because they've got to. And that's talked about in those posts. It says some people have submitted. They've submitted, and they'll be given a deal, preferential treatment if they perform their roles. You know, so you might have somebody that's, you know, got bribed and got a couple $1,000,000 and doing a regular Washington deal, and then they get a knock on the door, and it's military intelligence says, "Look here, we know about this $2,000,000. Oh my God! Well, here's what you can do for your country, and we'll see about doing something about your sentence." And you perform certain tasks. You resign when you're told to, or you say you're going to spend more time with your family, or you stay in office and while you're in office, you're going to do this and you're going to do that. Okay,
Based on how well you do with what you're asked to do, we'll reconsider things.
yeah, I mean, if you're serving your country, menace reis, actus reis, that's 11.4 laws of war. The meanings of your action and the actions you actually take, they all get taken into consideration during a military commission.
Well, just be careful when you're knocking like that, Mountain Man, because I thought somebody was at the door. You know, I called the White House tonight, live.
I knew that you clenched a bit there.
I almost had the diarrhea.
I'll use something else beside my forehead next time.
What exactly did that Q post say again with the White House number under it about the song, Remote?
Oh, wish I could remember the number now.
I got the phone number. No. The number of the post, you mean?
Yeah.
It was something about a song, though. The song is over.
Yeah, the music is over, I think it was. I'll find it. Or the music has stopped.
Maybe that's Nessun Dorma. Ha ha.
Well, it was just kind of funny because somebody asked us to look up that Q post, or asked Remote to, and he did, and he pulled it up, and it just so happens that Elton John's playing on the White House lawn, and underneath the post was a number, so I called it on speakerphone, and it said you've reached the, hi, what did they say, Remote, White House switchboard, how can I help you?
Yeah. And she hung up real quick.
Oh my gosh. Well, you remember who Rush Limbaugh had play at his wedding?
Who?
Was Elton John.
Oh.
That was years ago, and there were people complaining about it and, getting on Elton John about playing at Rush's wedding. But, he did it. He did a great performance. And Rush Limbaugh was a big fan of Elton John's. Just a little tidbit.
Huh. I'm really wondering about this Elton John thing. Things that make you go,
Well, he's a mega star with mega bucks that may very well be aware of or been approached by some people that he doesn't want to be involved in, and he's trying to help the situation.
We were breaking down his songs today, and he also played at Princess Di's funeral.
Yeah.
Candle in the Wind.
Yep.
Yeah, he wrote that song specifically for her.
Yep. I'm not
So
sure.
I tell you, I was just those two things about the Q post that opened my eyes up um, after 5 years. Makes me take a different look at them. Like with the words "only way," the majority of the mention is for transparency, prosecutions instead of just firing people and forgetting about it. That the only way we've got equal justice under the law, transparency, and waking the public up. That's the only way. And there's one other post that has only way in it. It's part of the 17 that says except one. And that means to go kinetic, to go physical, and that's what we want to avoid.
Yeah, it's imperative we avoid that. Absolutely.
Yeah, if you take the time to look at all 17 posts that say only way, you'll find the one that says at the bottom, it's the last thing that post says is except one. So, but I was always saying the military is the only way, the military is the only way. Yeah, it says that the first time, but the first 100 posts were to tell the world, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. They made such powerful posts that people started talking about it around the world. And once they got past that, once they had the world's attention, they said the only way was a great awakening, transparency, prosecutions, equal justice. Except one. There's one other way, and that's the you know what, to hit the fan. And you see, when you go on that site, and I'm still not trying to say the letter because I don't want, I just have it. But when you go on that site, you'll see at the bottom the term tortious interference. What that site is suffering. CUE alerts. And people don't even know that exists in the law. Tortious interference. And that's what I referred to in 11.4 in the laws of the United States. Tort law, TORT. Because a lot of these people that are attacking Trump, it's all being documented. And that includes a lot of these little screwball lawyers YouTube channels where they just make a career out of attacking Trump and throwing dung everywhere they can that has no basis in law. Let me tell you, those people aren't going to win this all with. They're not going to have law licenses.
I hope not.
Okay, so 11.3, as we know, is the end of occupation and duration of GC obligations. So what they're saying there is that Congress and the United States government, if not all of the United States, has been occupied. And that's why they're flying the prisoner of war black flag at the White House at half-mast. And then the only way, refers to it right here. Think about it logically. The only way is the military, fully controlled, and save and spread. Once 11.3 verifies as first marker. Biggest advanced drop on poll. Did we lose you, Mountain Man?
No, I've been over 11.3 and what that means.
So this is the only way. It's the last drop on that page.
Click on the paperclip remote. Is anything there?
Marines don't go to Ranger school, so that means they don't drop out of airplanes. Mueller did, and airborne school. Recon. Yeah, we could read these forever too, and this is just a lot of anons, basically
Adding
going off.
trying to join the conversation. And once in a while, Q will pick one out that they think is relevant and put it in the posts.
Occasionally, yep.
But if it's not relevant, they'll just put it in there so people keep up with the chats.
So, has 11.3 verified, do you think, Mountain Man?
Well, I think that 11.3 covers more than the document you just showed. It is an election date. It is the laws of the United States of America is under 11.3 in the federal records. 11.4 is tort law and related documents. Treaties. 11.4 is treaties. I don't know why it's late at night, but 11.3 is the laws of the United States. I believe 11.4 is treaties. So, and then I talked about how Trump and Putin were discussing the mutual assistance treaty when they were in Helsinki. And that's when Putin spilled the beans on the intelligence community by saying that they took millions of dollars out of Russia without reporting it to anybody, and that they gave $400 million to Hillary Clinton's campaign. Putin said that at the Helsinki press conference in front of the world. Okay, I get back to 11.3. 11.3 covers the laws of the United States. It also covers the laws of war. It is also the election date for the 2020 election. 11.3 was verified. Now, this coming election, it's 11.8, so that's not this election. But 11.3, as Trump has said, the real insurrection was 11.3 2020. And that's been verified.
Well, this is interesting here. And this whole Gaia thing I'm not real keen on, but this is interesting that this is talking about exactly what you were talking about. Activation of martial law being the first marker. Well, technically, aren't we in martial law since they went to
Who's this? What are we looking at?
Well, this is Golden Age of Gaia. So like I said, I just saw this and we're going to look at, see what the other side is saying about it. You know what I mean?
Hey, remote.
Yeah.
John Dunning posted, Pompeo said we are in a live exercise.
Yes. And that's when Trump said, well, you should have told us about that.
Yeah.
That's when I started questioning Pompeo. Yeah, you got to be careful. I'm just trying to see how many references there are to 11.3, really.
Yeah, I think that's when Chris Miller ended up getting the steering wheel over Mike Pompeo.
Right. And when I pulled up 11.3 from Q, here's what I get. So this is a form of occupation, correct?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Irregular warfare tactics deployed. 11.3. Now, voter intimidation in national and local elections. So like you were talking about, where the elections were concerned.
Yep.
Violent intimidation employed by SA, Saudi Arabia. Methods of violent. And so we remember when the Awan brothers, what they did with Seth Rich.
They're coming back in the picture.
Yep. And they were identified as being involved with Seth's demise.
Yep.
as well as MS-13s involved in a lot of that. Raging in the streets, burning flags, flag burning, destruction, hate, anti-police. Yeah, peaceful protests, as it was called in the media and by a lot of those demon rat politicians. Now battles raging in the streets controlled by the demon rats. Party sympathizers, anti-republic indeed. Killbox that anytime soon. Physical assaults on political opponents, yes. Physical assaults on political opponents then and now. Voter intimidation in national and local elections then and now, coming 11.3. So this, just what we're seeing now, where they're reviewing all of those things in the courts and the legal processes that were used thereof. I think this is the marker. This is the marker that's coming.
Yeah, and that's why I've said they're attacking the Supreme Court right now. The path they're going through is attacking Clarence Thomas's wife.
Yep. Isn't that something?
And
these people have no compunction about doing anything they have to achieve their goals.
Yeah, they are calling her as a witness to the J6 committee coming up. They're calling a Supreme Court justice's wife, and they're accusing her of assisting in attempting to overthrow the government. A Supreme Court justice's wife.
Essentially coercing her by saying, we're going to come after you or unless you help us out here, basically, right?
Yeah, if we raided Donald Trump's house, yours is a piece of cake.
Yep, exactly.
A conservative cowboy is asking for Q post 4635. It references 11.3.
Okay, well, this is going to come up in this list here because this is all of the 11.3 Q posts. So as we go through this, so we're getting there. So yeah, a lot of this stuff we're familiar with. Yeah, they've been using the same program as they did in World War II or pre-World War II. And then, yeah, does anybody know this background of this devil whose name means coffin? That's quite appropriate, I think. He was a Hungarian N-word, and I'm not talking about the slight on black people. Like the brown shirts were back in World War II.
Yeah.
He was one of those. And he made his money basically picking at the bodies of the dead at the camps and took whatever they had, him and his uncle. He admitted it.
I want you to mirror 11.3 to 311.
Okay, I will. I just going through here. Let's just take note of this.
Do one thing at a time.
Yeah.
Pinball machine.
There's Huma again and John P. We know who that is. And what happened with her husband and the insurance program.
Now, whose name do you see there?
Huber.
That's coming back big. I'm going to go over that, but I'll do a preview of that. And I showed it a number of times for people who have been watching my broadcast where Fox News put on their screen Inspector General report highlights Haiti, Clinton Foundation, and crimes against children. Inspector General is Huber, and Huber's coming back in the picture.
Wherever there were refugees, Hillary and Frank Justra were there.
Yep.
They're starting to talk about the Clinton Foundation more and more, too.
Yep. And Sean Penn. Yeah. So there he is.
Russia just put sanctions on Sean Penn.
Did they? Oh, good.
Just did that today.
Yeah. Well, he and Madonna were dating about the time, or married at about the time that Haiti thing was going on. Remember?
Yep.
And so yeah, this I think a lot of this we're largely familiar with, but this 11.3 is huge and it's coming more. Okay, and this one, we refuse to say his name. He and Lindsey Graham not only started the color revolution in Ukraine in 2014, they were also involved in developing the whole Ishtar/ISIS movement in Syria and Lebanon.
Yeah, I showed pictures of them together.
Yep. So these two have been indicted. So when do birds sing?
Right
Yeah.
now, I hope.
Yeah, exactly. So 311, let's go 311, and then did that one that conservative wanted, did that come up in there? I'm sure it did, because these were all the references to 11.3. So let's do 311.
And then conservative was also asking for post 4635. Oh, you already
Okay.
did that one. Sorry.
Yeah, I think it came up, but we'll check it again to make sure.
Okay.
What was the USS code name for Hussein? Well, it was Renegade.
Yep.
Killbox, Renegade.
Fine.
Troop. What is a renegade? A traitor. Hey, Troopy. Hey! Enough. Kevin must be here. 1 second, you guys.
Yeah, that's an early post that was getting everybody to start thinking who are the people that we're after? Who are the traitors? 311 is a relatively early post.
I don't see the date on it. He's got it open, got it blown up.
But also, what a lot of people don't remember is that Durham is not only investigating the Russia thing, but that Huber gave him also the authority to go after the Clinton Foundation. But that's not publicized very much.
Oh my goodness.
And Huber also has his son working with him.
So what was that number conservative wanted again?
Well, shoot.
45 something.
Yeah, hang on. I'm going back and looking. $46.35.
Right.
Thank you, remote.
Oh, you're welcome. I love doing this. This is my thing. This is my shtick.
This is my
I've been
jam.
doing this whole thing for the last 6 years, every day.
Well, I'm going to get on live on Rumble one day.
Yeah, this is the one we looked at. It was the first drop there. Yeah, you're going on Rumble live. I've been thinking about it too.
I'm gonna go on there one day and I'm gonna do a Q exercise with people that'll really be intriguing. So you might want to keep an eye out for that.
Where you can speak more freely.
Yeah,
Just
I'm gonna be going over some stuff that people focus on more than anything else, even though it's gonna get extinguished as part of the bigger mission, which is to regain our country. At the same time, we're going to destroy all the PEA, green peas, and female deers, does.
Amen to that.
So I'm going to go over some of those posts.
Make sure you let me know when that's going on, because I want to be there.
Yeah. Yeah, I just got up to 500 subscribers. Debbie, if you're still out there, thank you for subscribing. And thank you, Nikki, for putting my link in the chats, because I was at 500 and then I had a couple people drop off. I guess I got mad because I was going on about some stuff that aggravates me, and then I had more people join, more people drop off, more people join. So tonight I was at 499, and then Deborah joined. So I'm back to 500.
Melanie, just so you know, YouTube screws with numbers too.
Well,
Yeah.
they sure do.
They'll take subscribers away from you just so you're not at 500.
Hey, you
'Cause once
guys,
you're at 500, you
wave-
can use your community page.
wave hi to Kevin, and I'm going to head out and visit with my buddy.
Hi, nice to hear you all. How you doing?
Hi, Kevin.
Greetings.
Oh, here goes my Q man.
I love you guys. This was fun, Nikki, and we got to do this again. And everybody in chat, you're awesome. This is a great family, great diggers out there, and I love you all. And I'm actually kind of fading here anyway. So
I know I am too. I've been up since 5.
I love you.
Love you too, Remote. Thanks for coming up. Bye,
So,
Kevin. Take
Bye,
care.
nice to
Have a
meet
great
you.
night.
Good night, Eot. Good to see you.
Good night.
EI. Did you make me some Java, girl?
I'm not a barista, but I'll be there in a minute.
I'm just teasing you.
Well, that's been quite a go over.
Yeah, it's just what it usually rolls around here. Diamond Low, that was up here too. She's really good with it too.
Yeah. I saw a lot of people that are on my channel. El Griswold, how you doing? I saw Philo Bobcat on earlier. I don't know if he's still on there because I can't see on the. Hi, Robin. How you doing? I hope you're feeling better, honey. Robin Ward's out there. Tracy Q, Patriot Starfighter. The Punisher also has his son working with him. That's right, Conservative Cowboy. And they use the last name Durham. They don't know which one they're dealing with, Daddy or Junior. That's a strategy they're doing.
Thanks, Jerry Lee. Thank you guys all for coming tonight, man. I had over 500 people in here earlier.
The Punisher. Who's the Punisher? John Durham.
Who said who's the Punisher?
Carrie. See, my main thing when I talk about stuff, and sometimes, oh, good, Robin. I'm glad you're feeling better, honey. Hi, El. My main thing is, I said it real quick earlier. I said pinball machine, because when you're going over stuff, he's going over everything 11.3, and then you're halfway through that, and you want to jump to something else, or somebody else wants to jump to something else. You know, you can't. You want to avoid having things going on inside your head like a pinball machine. You want to kind of focus, like I taught myself that the only way what was trying to be communicated to us is dark to light, cutting on the lights and getting the masses to see what's going on. When I said for years, well, the military is the only way. Well, if I would have keyed in the words only way, I'd have seen 17 posts and all of them saying that people need to wake up, people need to be punished. That restore our republic, except one, which is for there to be violence, and we don't want that.
No, we don't want that.
Nope. It's just like when people were talking about 11.3 being the military's going to take back the government. I was thinking the same thing. That'll be 1 year Biden's been in office. Now the military can take over. And then one day, about 3 months before the date, I went ahead and read the Laws of War myself. And I read 11.3, and all it says is that the Geneva Conventions have to apply for 1 year. There's nothing that says you go a year, then the military can act. And so I let it happen to myself. I let my brain end up like a pinball machine biting on everything people throw out there. And it's a miserable way to live. It's a lot better to be focused and look at a post and see what it says, not try to, as I said in the past, go in a rabbit hole with your own pick and shovel. You'll never come out of the rabbit hole.
Well, that's kind of how we roll around here. Everything goes fast paced because I try to keep up with the chat and please the chat and give them what they want.
No, I'm not talking. I'm talking my experience of years, not just tonight on the chats. I don't mean to make you feel that way, Nikki, at all. I'm talking about what I've been thinking to myself. Oh boy, I'd love to, I won't say, because they're really wanting to paint us out to be on the edge with a propensity for violence. And I tell you what, if we were violent people, that stuff would have happened a long time ago.
Oh yeah, it would have been a done deal already.
Yeah, because there is way more of us than there are them.
Yeah,
and we're civilized people and law-abiding people. But I'm not about the experience in chats. I'm talking about my personal experience where so many people put in the chats how tired they are, how frustrated, how miserable. And that comes from thinking the way I used to think and reading into something imminent going to happen at any time. But when I step back and look at it, I say, wait a minute, this is a process to avoid violence and to regain our republic by the rules of, by the law itself, law and order. And then I calm down a lot because I say to myself, all this work and all this torture Trump's been through, as he puts it, slings and arrows, are building up this midterm. And that is going to be a worldwide public rebuke of these scumbags. And he's not going to throw all that work in the toilet by disrupting things before we have a chance to go to the polls. And if anything happens, it's going to be their doings, not ours.
that's right.
So that in itself calms me down. That should calm everybody down to say, wait a minute. Wait till your father gets home. In other words, we're coming. Okay, November 3rd, November 8th, we're coming.
Yep. Well, all I know, Mountain Man, at the end of the day, God wins. So no fear.
That's right. Well, I'm gonna let y'all go to bed. I know how I get.
It's okay. I enjoy having you on.
Well, I appreciate you having me again.
Of course, anytime you're welcome.
I'm thinking about maybe doing a live stream tomorrow. I don't know. I'll see how it goes, and I'll do something like where I pay more attention and do a question and answer in the chats. I don't know. I'll see how people like it. But a lot of times people like videos. They like jokes. They like memes. But I also want to get my point across at the same time. And it's kind of hard being a one-man band.
Right. I think what you do is great. You do great. I can't believe you're doing it on your phone.
Well, if you saw how clumsy my fingers were, you'd be surprised, even more surprised.
You do great. You really do. You do a great live stream. I love listening to you.
I'm trying to read the letters here. Is it EOI?
EOT.
EOT?
Yep.
How you doing, honey? Are you still with us?
Of course.
Oh, okay.
She was making me coffee.
Oh, okay.
No, she wasn't. I'm teasing.
Well, I appreciate y'all spending your time with me. I'm gonna go ahead and try to get some shut-eye. It's past midnight, and as we used to say, when you were out and about, nothing good happens after midnight.
That's right. I agree.
But
I
anyway,
really appreciate you coming up, Mountain Man. I enjoy having you, and you're welcome anytime.
okay. Well, you all have a great evening, and I will be seeing you all soon. And thank you, everybody in the chats. If I didn't get a chance to say your names, and I certainly couldn't type everything out to say hi to everybody, so I just said hi, everybody.
Well, let me tell you, Bubba Morris, one of my favorite people, is saying to you, Mountain Man, good to see you, brother.
Okay, good to see you, Bubba. And I saw Philo earlier, and got to speak to Robin and Sandy. I saw in there a lot of people. I appreciate y'all, and I look forward to seeing you next time I do a live stream. So have a great evening, folks.
You too, Mountain Man. Thanks again.
Have a good night.
All right, good night. Bye-bye.
Good night. And then there was 2.
Interesting night. That's a lot of info.
It was overload info. So, but I do think I'm going to end this because I do got prayer with Diamond in the morning. And
What time is that at? Around 10?
Yep. 10 o'clock. Usually around 10. Sometimes she's a little bit later, depending. I don't think there'll be Julie Green, though. There's usually not Julie Green on the weekends. So, but when she's transcribing, sometimes she's a little bit later than 10. But I wonder, do you got any last words? I know you really haven't said much tonight.
No, I sure didn't. It was quite interesting, though. He had a lot of information, and it was good.
Yeah. Yeah. I love having different people on. Does anybody want to come up, or I'm going to end it?
Yeah, probably. It's midnight. I've been up since 5 a.m. myself.
So have I. Did you guys hear me yawning? I didn't.
Yes.
I didn't mean to. I couldn't help it. You guys are so welcome. Thank you so much for coming. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I had a good time. Thanks for having me up. I appreciate it.
Of course, EOT. I love you.
I love you more.
Okay. Well, good night, chat. Thank you all for coming. I love you all. God bless. And we'll see you guys in the morning.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.